Hi guys, I have some bad news. I wish I did not have to give you this kind of update. I thought, the next update I gave you guys regarding the Jamaica COVID update would be something better, but alas, it is the quite opposite. We are in deep we have new measures in place, so I just want to get to that right now, so stay tuned and keep watching.
To the Disaster Risk Management Act will apply for a 3-week period from Wednesday, August 11, 2021 to August 31st, 2021. Let's start with the curfew hours. Effective Wednesday, August 11th, the curfew hours will be adjusted as follows. On Mondays to Fridays, the curfew hours will be from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. the following morning. On Saturdays, the curfew hours will be from 6 p.m. to 5 a.m. on the Sunday morning. On Sundays, the curfew hours will be from 2 p.m. to 5 a.m. on Monday morning. Closing hours for establishments will generally be 1 hour before curfew begins. And I want to just pause there a little bit. The strategy of the government, you will realize, is to gradually ease in the tighter measures.
So I came inside because it was pretty hot and noisy out there, so I said let me come inside to just share more with you guys, because I know this is something that a lot of persons coming to Jamaica in August would want to know, because it would probably hinder your itinerary, what you had planned. I know some persons travel the whole of the North Coast. For instance, if you are staying at a hotel in Mobay and you really wanted to come to Kingston to see the Bob Marley Museum or go to Devon House and taste the ice cream or the Jamaican patties, then the traverse to Kingston is a couple of hours well, and that would take away from you able to enjoy like a full day in Kingston, because you'd have to travel back as well. The new curfew hours are kind of stricter. It's a hard pill to swallow, I'm not going to lie, for tourists and locals alike. And this is because of the COVID spike. The reported cases are spiking over the last month, and our Prime Minister just said, you know what? Let's extend the curfew and make sure that these people are in their yard, because they're not listening. But I don't know what to say, because it's kind of a bittersweet thing where the good suffer for the bad and the bad just don't care, because that's the reason that these measures have been put in place. And he has been saying that it's going to be gradually made tighter, because Jamaicans are not hearing. And the Jamaican saying, if you don't hear, you must feel. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, this is a sad day. I really thought I would be able to give you guys better information or a better update, and look at me coming with stricter COVID measures. Gosh. So next I want to talk about beaches and rivers. Unfortunately, beaches who have not been under management, so the free beaches are closed. They're not permitted to be open during this 3-week curfew measure change, as well as rivers. Rivers can be only used for domestic purposes, which is for river rafting. You cannot go to a river and say you're going to swim. Oh my God, like saying it now, I'm just like, what have we gotten ourselves into? Like we're finally outside for a couple of weeks and then them tell us go back. Oh God, like the good is just suffering for the bad. And on behalf of the good in Jamaica, I want to apologize because I know this is not what persons coming to Jamaica wanted to hear, but I'm just trying to give you an update. So please don't shoot the messenger. Hopefully in September I'll have better updates to give you guys, but for now this is what is happening straight from our Prime Minister's mouth, and hopefully you guys can adapt to it and still enjoy your stay, because I know your flight has been booked and I know you've been looking forward to coming to Jamaica. So for this news to come, it's like, I wouldn't say it's at a shock to me, but it might be a shock to you guys. So I just want to take the time to apologize. Beaches that are under management are open for a finite amount of time in the day, and whichever the curfew hours when they start is 2 hours before in which those beaches close, and the rivers who have been permitted for river rafting is the same thing. But if you are staying at a hotel, it doesn't apply to you guys. It does not apply. You can still go to the beach whenever you want if you're on hotel property. Okay, let me just clear that up. So next we're going to talk about the travel ban. I'm just going to roll the clip, and it's very short. It's just the list of countries that are travel banned.
Our travel protocols remain the same. All persons are therefore required to present a negative test within 3 days prior to their travel date. The list of countries from which travel to Jamaica is not allowed remain the same, namely Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, India, Paraguay, Peru, and Trinidad and Tobago. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade is working with the Ministry of Health and Wellness to work out arrangements to facilitate the entry of university students from Trinidad and Tobago who are pursuing studies in Jamaica.
The countries outlined by the Prime Minister do still have a travel ban. It's either Jamaica is not allowing you to come, or the country is not allowing you to travel to Jamaica. So yeah. Of course, you know, parties and events locked down. There's nothing more to say about that. You can't go to a party and the Prime Minister is not allowing you to get permit to host a party. Small events, I think it's not permitted. Private events are like if you have a little gathering at your house, but I don't know how long that gathering can be considering the new curfew hours, but you know, we just adapt and make it work. The things that remain the same is COVID testing. You have to have a negative COVID test, a negative antigen or negative PCR test to come to Jamaica. If you don't have those, then you get juked and you can't even go on the airplane. So make sure that you have a negative COVID test in order to come to Jamaica, as well as the travel authorization approval in time for your flight. Vaccines, I want to talk about. If you are fully vaccinated, then your quarantine would be lessened from 14 days to 8 days. That has also not changed. If you are half vaccinated, then you still have to quarantine for 14 days. If you are not vaccinated, you have to quarantine for the 14 days. It is mandatory once you step foot in Jamaica. Let me tie quarantine as a topic in because that has not changed. You know that quarantine is mandatory. Like I said before, I just want to reiterate it because I don't want you guys in the comments asking the same question, guys. Quarantine is mandatory. You have to quarantine for 14 days if you are not fully vaccinated. you have to quarantine for 8 days if you're fully vaccinated. But if you want to be exempt from the quarantine period altogether, then get a PCR test, because that really helps you in enjoying more of the thing. And I know with quarantine, it comes with anxiety. I can tell you that you still do have the ability to move around Jamaica. Also, you can go to tourist attractions, so don't take that off your itinerary just yet, because it is something that you can still do. The only thing you can't do during your quarantine period is go to weddings, parties, funerals, public gatherings, and take public transportation. You can rent a car, like a private car, that you can travel around Jamaica with. You can take the tourist guide around the country. I hope that helps. And I think I'm going to just do a quarantine isolation, the differences and what to expect soon. So comment down below if you want me to do one of those. And I think that is it. I think those are the new measures put in place. I think I've touched on everything, so you don't have to go around searching for information, because I know if you go on Google, you might not see the most up-to-date video or the most up-to-date article speaking about the Jamaica COVID update or the Jamaica travel update. And I know you guys want to get the best and the most out of your viewing time and your research. So that is all I have for you today. This is as recent as yesterday. Okay, so yesterday was August 9th. So yeah, it's as recent as August 9th, fresh off the press, edited and posted for you guys, because you know you deserve nothing but the best. Thank you for joining me for another video. Like I said before, I'm sorry that I didn't have better news, especially those persons who have messaged me or left comments asking me about what are the updates for the end of August, and I told you that I would be giving you another update soon, and hopefully it is better than the last. But unfortunately, it is what it is right now. But we remain very informed and ready to adapt to the new measures in place. Make sure that you enjoy, first and foremost, our country. Do not think that just because there are new measures in place, you're not able to enjoy what we have to offer during a pandemic. So guys, thank you for watching. I don't know if I said it before, but thank you for watching again, and stay tuned for the next update. I think the next update will be coming in September, because our Prime Minister said that based on our performance, the good, the bad, the ugly people, based on everyone's performance as a country, then it's either we're going to have tighter measures or we will try to lessen the restrictions on the country. So stay tuned for the next video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.